Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Munchetty.
Our headlines today.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will hold talks with Rishi Sunak in Downing Street this morning.
Good morning. It's Friday the 24th of March. Our main story today. The education watchdog Ofsted says school inspections must continue despite calls from unions and head teachers to pause them.
It follows the death of a primary school head, Ruth Perry, who took her own life after an inspection which, according to her family, caused intolerable stress.
Speaking for the first time since the tragedy, Ofsted's Chief Inspector Amanda Spielman says she knows the process can be challenging, but that it remains in children's best interest. Graham Satchell has this report. Authorities in cities across France are clearing up after a day of mass demonstrations turned violent last night.
More than 1 million people took to the streets to protest against the raising of the retirement age from 62 to 64. Most were peaceful, but small groups clashed with police in Paris and other cities, including Bordeaux, Toulouse, Lille and Nantes. With more details, here's Vincent McAviney. The BBC says it will not continue filming the latest series of Top Gear following an accident in December where its presenter Freddie Flintoff was hurt whilst filming.
There are reports this morning that Flintoff has decided to leave the programme. The BBC has not commented. Our entertainment correspondent Lisa Mazimba has this report. The boss of TikTok has defended the app in the face of hostile questioning in the US Congress.
Shou-Ji Chu denied the social media platform was a national security risk and played down its connection to China.
The hearing comes as UK Parliament announced it would ban TikTok from its networks. Our North America technology reporter James Clayton has the story.
A council leader is set to resign after giving the go-ahead for more than 100 trees to be chopped down overnight in Plymouth.
Richard Bingley will face a vote of no confidence after he signed off the decision to make way for a town centre redevelopment plan. Our southwest of England correspondent Jenny Kumar has this report.
Now, if you didn't manage to get tickets for the Eurovision Song Contest this year, it has just been announced that you'll be able to watch it live at the cinema. So it would actually be quite a good place to have a party, a Eurovision party in a cinema.
Yeah.
You've got the drinks, the popcorn,
big crowd,
everything sorted.
And give it a whole live experience
Yeah.
in a group of people rather than sitting at home. I can see that.
Yeah, that works. 14 minutes past 6. Where is the best place to live? According to the Sunday Times latest guide, Wadhurst in East Sussex tops the list.
But does it bring the best weather? Sarah has the forecast for
17 minutes past 6. Good morning. Now, a project helping students recover from addiction is being rolled out at the University of Birmingham.
The scheme, which is the first of its kind in the UK, sets students up in recovery flats, which allows them to focus on their studies rather than drop out of university. Our Midlands correspondent Phil Mackey has more.
It's 20 minutes past 6. Let's take a look at the papers.
So I've been trying to work out this story about what we actually learn from this story about coffee drinking. It's a story in the Times. So the line there you can see, it says coffee drinkers 1,000 steps ahead of the rest. So they didn't, and one who were not, no coffee at all. And then they looked at how much they walked, how many steps they took, and how much they slept. So part of the study, which was not terribly revealing, was that the people who drank a lot of coffee slept a bit less. I think we kind of know. You know, if you have a coffee late at night, you're going to struggle with it, or so that's not a given. But the other thing was, why are they walking more? Why is it given that the people who are having the coffee walking 1,000 more steps a day ahead of it? And in amongst the quite unscientific evidence that was put forward is one possible counter-explanation is that on the coffee days, so the people who are having the coffee, they were paid for, by the way, by the research. So the coffees all got paid for. So they say one possible explanation is that on coffee days, people went further to buy from fancy cafes. After all, the scientists were paying. So the scheme itself was kind of encouraging people to go, well, I might as well walk farther because I can get a better coffee and I'm not paying somewhere else.
You hit the nail on the head by saying that was unscientific. Very quickly, I just want to give you this. I'm just giving you this.
Run around, didn't it, in town? And,
Great picture, great picture. For more than 100 years, kings and queens have been among the few people permitted to walk on one of Britain's greatest medieval treasures, the Cosmati pavement.
And now, for the first time in its history, visitors to Westminster Abbey will be allowed to stand in socks, which is important, in the exact spot where the king will be crowned. Our royal correspondent Sarah Campbell explains. Let's see what's still coming up a little later in the program. I did not know it had been in
That
existence for
old.
that long. That's extraordinary. Time now to get the news, travel and weather where you are.